Hey, my name's James Nicholson. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the government's Warm Homes Plan. That's something that came out last week. It's talking about when landlords need to update the EPCs to a level C, or the new calculation that they end up doing, in order to make sure they can still rent that property out. Now, they've got to spend upwards of £10,000 on that property. That's down from 15,000, so that's a little win there. But the government have been in the media all weekend saying, look, landlords aren't going to be passing these costs on to tenants. They don't need to pass these costs on to tenants. Well, I'm actually going to talk about this in this video and expose them, because their own assessment proves that they're lying about that. They have an assessment that came out at the same time that says landlords are going to pass these costs on. So in this video, we're going to talk about what's going on. Why are they lying in the media about this? What's the impact on tenants? What's the impact on landlords with all of this EPC stuff? So before we jump into this, if you're new around here and you haven't done already, do subscribe to my channel over there and hit that bell notification. Join over 50,000 subscribers who get all the latest property news, house price news, interest rate news, and much, much more. And let's get some views on this video. I think it's important that people understand what's going on. Your part in that is simple. All you need to do is smash like, tickle like, do something to that like button. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and that really does help the channel grow. So thanks to everyone that does that. So, the government seemed to be telling a few porcupines over the weekend. In fact, it's this guy that's doing it. His name is Martin McCluskey. And he is the energy minister. So, Ed Miliband got his EPC stuff, the Warm Home Plan, out at the end of last week. And a lot of people are interested in how that's going to impact the private rental sector. Now, what's interesting is Martin McCluskey, Ed Miliband, and everybody else has been interviewed in lots of the major media outlets this weekend, and they're saying that landlords won't pass these increases in costs on to tenants. But that's not true, because they know that, because they've done their own assessment. They've got a catchy little name for it. It's called Improving the Energy Performance of Privately Rented Homes Impact Assessment. Very short. So that assessment or consultation that they did clearly states that they know that the increase in costs to landlords will be passed on to tenants. Now, the increases are this. The new EPCs are going to change the calculations. Right now, you get A to G. That's the ratings on it. And A being the best, G being the worst. You currently have to have at least an E. At least an E in order to be able to rent that property out. That's very clear. Now what they're saying is by 2030, you've got to have at least a level C to be able to rent that property out, or you won't be able to do it. Now, in November of last year, they said that if you can't get to level C, you've got to spend at least £15,000 in order to get as close as you can to that. So you can spend on insulation and all sorts of other things by doing that. However, what they're now saying is that you have to spend up to £10,000. So that's slightly better. It was going to be that you had to have this done by 2028 on new tenancies. Everything's been pushed back to 2030. So that's fairly positive. Now, in their assessment, it clearly states, if you go and read it, that they can see that landlords will pass these costs on to tenants. In fact, last year, they said that in the media. They said landlords could pass those costs on to tenants. The problem that they've got is that they're saying one thing in the media because that's what most people read, but in their assessment, it says something totally different, which is really going to be frustrating for a lot of people. So this will be frustrating for tenants, because if you're a tenant, you're looking at the media saying, well, great, I'm going to get a new boiler, I'm going to get solar panels, I'm going to get a heat pump, and that's going to reduce my energy bills, but my rent's not going to go up. But that isn't true. What they've also said in here is that, look, tenants would be happy to pay more rent but have lower bills. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that's true. I don't think if we said to a tenant, look, your rent's going up £200 a month, but don't worry, your bills are cheaper, £250 cheaper for the year, I don't think that they would be interested in that. So in their assessment, they've worked out that a good chunk of landlords, they haven't said how many, will either sell or quit totally, just quit the market in that as well. Now, you do have something that could stop rents going up, and that is the Renters' Rights Act. So in the Renters' Rights Act, you can't increase rents by around about what inflation is. It's got to be a fair increase. So let's just say it's around 3% that you can get through. Now, your tenant can challenge that. There's only 34 judges in the whole country dealing with this at tribunal level. So they're just going to get flooded. And if your tenant challenges it, it doesn't cost them any money. And what that means is that they don't pay that increased rent until it goes through with a judge, which could be up to a year later. Now, these things on the face of it look like they're protecting the tenant. What ultimately will happen is the landlord will look at this leading up to doing £10,000 worth of work and say, I just can't afford it. I'm not going to do it, because average landlords, according to HMRC, make £2,000 per property per year. So this is 5 years worth of profit potentially gone for that landlord before anything else breaks, before they miss a rental payment, before a boiler blows up or something else happens as well. Now, with properties that aren't eligible to be rented, this is a good figure that I've got the data on. So EPCs that were rental properties that were an F or a G, when they try to sell them, the value of those drops by, on average, £9,000. So what we're saying is, if your property potentially gets to a D and you can't rent it out, you can't afford to do the work, then that's going to be less valuable. And so those properties could drop into this £9,000 less value for that property. This is crazy. It's frustrating. On one side, the government are saying landlords aren't going to increase costs in the media to just get them all that publicity and positivity out there. But their own assessment says that they know that landlords are going to increase the rent, and also landlords are going to quit. That's going to shrink the private rental sector even more when we're going back below the 2016 levels at the moment. In 2025, 208,000 landlords left the market. That's going to be higher in 2026, I promise you that, because more Section 21s are being served in November and December than ever before, and those people will be leaving their properties in January and February. Those properties will be going onto the market, they will be sold, and they will be sold to first-time buyers. That's good for the first-time buyers, it's not good for renters. As the market shrinks, the rents will go up, and even if you can afford the rent, it's going to be very hard to get a rental property, which means tenants will be stuck where they are. They will have that freedom of being able to move around and look at other properties taken away from them because they won't want to leave where they are. So this EPC stuff is serious, but I still think it's going to get delayed or diluted even more as we get closer to it, as the government see the data with all the landlords leaving. But you still want to be prepared. You still want to know all the knowledge. We've made an ebook on it. It doesn't have a cover on this. This is my notes scrawled on the actual ebook, but you can grab a copy with a nice pretty cover as well. It's in the description and in the first comment. Grab a copy while you're here. It will give you all the EPC stuff that you need to know. It's interesting if you're a tenant, it's interesting you're a landlord. You should know, even if you own a property and you're not a landlord, understand what's happening, because this could roll out to all types of property at some point. Do like the video on your way out. Do subscribe. Also check out all the other content as well on my channel, including this video right here.